welcome to the Buy and Sell Real Estate Podcast. I am your host, Frank Garay. Well, one of your hosts. I'm with my co-host for the Hollister and Los Banos area in the Central Valley, Desiree Soliz with Century 21 Select. Hi, Desiree. How's it going?
It's going great. How are you today?
I'm good, man. I'm good. I'm looking forward to learning more about the Central Valley, the area that you serve, and why it's a place to live. Why people go there. You pretty much are. You cover a pretty broad area, I know, but home base for you is more like Los Banos Hollister, right?
Yes, yeah. I reside in Los Banos, yes, and yes, those two areas are my key factors for sure.
Yeah, yeah. And so for the listeners and or the viewers who might be thinking of, who maybe have Hollister, the Central Valley or Hollister, Los Banos on their radar, like maybe this is a good place to go. Why do people? What is it about this area that draws people in? Why do people live there?
So the two areas actually both Los Banos and Hollister are commuter friendly. They price point. I mean, when you're living in the Bay Area, pricing is, I think the median over there is like 1.2. It's insane.
Yeah.
Where you go in Hollister, you're more in the high sixes, and then in Los Banos, the median's about 450.
No
So
kidding.
price point, yeah, it's just a huge difference. Hollister's a little bit closer to the Bay Area. Los Banos is probably about a half an hour further away, so that's why there's that difference in price point over there as well. But both of them are, like I said, total commuter towns. People go there because you make good money in the Bay Area, but still, even if you're making a decent wage over there, it's ridiculous. Even rent, it's the price points are really, really high. So, and these are nice communities. They're small, and a lot of people like that idea of being in a smaller town and raising their families in a smaller town, not only just financially, just for that whole vibe. It's definitely great. They're both similar, but they're both a little bit different, those two communities. But they're, like I said, they have that small town feel for sure.
That's kind of neat. So, and they're only, so the commute is to the Bay Area, the San Francisco Bay Area that you're talking about. So it's about how long? About an hour commute or so?
So yeah, from the South Bay, so like San Jose, South San Jose area,
Yeah,
to Hollister is about 45 minutes to an hour, and
that's
then
not
to Los
bad.
Banos about, yeah, and then to Los Banos it's about an hour and 15 minutes, hour depending on how fast you're going, of course, and
Yeah.
the traffic, but definitely commutes. There's two areas in the valley, so this one was a little bit closer to the South Bay. So these are definitely, like I said, it's been this way probably for about 15-20 years. It's really just kind of blown for the commuters. So
Got it. And so I'm sorry for so Los Banos is the one that's further away, the city that's further
yes,
away.
that is.
And so you were
Yes.
saying the median down there's still in the fours, huh? Maybe fours and
Yeah,
fives,
like
something like that.
450. Yes, we're still down there, definitely. And it actually is a good thing with rates going up a little bit. People are still somewhat in that realm where it's still cheaper to buy than it is to rent in the Bay Area.
Got it. Got it. Down there in
Mhm.
Los Banos. Yeah. So this is the Central
Yes.
Valley. So this is kind of down the middle, right? So
Yeah.
like it's
Yes.
not, they're not, these areas aren't necessarily close to the coast or anything like that, but could you get to the coast relatively
Um.
quickly?
Oh yeah, no, definitely.
How
Hollister's
far?
closer. Hollister's like a 45-minute drive to the coast.
That's it?
Yeah, Hollister's not bad.
Yeah.
Los Banos is about an hour and 20 minutes.
Okay. But in an
So
hour and 20
it's not too bad.
minutes from Los Banos, in an hour and 20 minutes, I could be on the coast.
Yes, yep, you sure
Wow.
can.
That's
Watsonville, you hit Watsonville right out the gate, and then you hit that one, and then yeah, it's not bad. I've been in this area for I'm originally from San Jose, and we moved here, and my husband was a commuter, and yeah, we're super close to everything. Los Banos is great to get to Yosemite is like an hour and 45 minutes. To
ah.
get, the coast an hour and 20 minutes, to get to San Francisco an hour and 45 minutes. You just are kind of around everything, so you get a little bit of everything here, so it's nice.
It's interesting. I think a lot of people don't realize maybe we've got some people who are relocating to California, maybe relocating to the Bay Area for a
Mhm.
job or something like that, and they're starting to explore, what's going on. And I bet a lot of people aren't aware that just within an hour's reach of Yosemite, the coast, and the Bay Area, you've got a couple of communities like this that are very affordable
Yeah,
for the state of
definitely.
California. I mean, that's pretty awesome. What's the population in these areas? Do you know that? I know I'm not trying to call you call you on it, but do you know?
Well,
Yeah, I don't know the popular bit, but no,
well, no,
seriously,
I'm
what are
close.
they about? Yeah,
I can give you an estimate. Los Banos is
yeah.
like at the 40,000. Los
Oh,
Banos is about 40,000.
okay,
Yeah, and then you have Hollister's pretty close. I'm going to say about 40 to 35. I think it's a little bit smaller. Uh, just yeah, just a little smaller, but yeah, it's about 40,000 on both. You don't have, the Costco. You don't have things like that, but Costco's
okay.
like 40 minutes away. But you do have shopping. You have a lot of local mom and pop shops. You have the small downtown restaurants, and they're growing. Both of them are growing. They're bringing in the box stores. The TJ Maxx, the Marshalls. Those things are starting to come in into the both of those communities. So it's bringing jobs. It's in Hollister right now. They have the warehouse, a distribution warehouse for Amazon,
Oh,
which is nice. I know it's nice, and hopefully Los Banos kind of follows suit because we have so much land around us. It would be amazing. It just, it's slow growth. You have a lot of these small towns have that smaller mind sometimes, and when we start to get some fresh new people on the city council and stuff, we start to see some really great implemented changes, and that's kind of where we're at right now.
I'm loving hearing all this. I got to tell you, Desiree, I think it's so neat. And to have communities that are that small in that 30, 35, 40,000 range, that's a small
Hmm.
community, you know. And so you said Costco's about 45 minutes away. Where's it at? Where do you find the Costco?
Um,
Where do you got to go?
so for Hollister, you go to Gilray.
Okay.
And for Los Banos, you have three choices. You can go to Gilray, Turlock, or Merced. So you have
Okay.
options.
All those are about 45 minutes away.
Yeah, they're all about the same, depending on which direction you want to head into, or like if you have another stop you want to go to. Yeah. So I usually hit the Turlock one because we don't have to go back over the hill like towards the Bay Area. It's just a little different community, but
Yeah.
yeah, it's not bad. They have a cheese factory out there. They have all kinds of fun stuff.
So let me ask you this. Is
uh,
is the market in these areas, how hot are they? Are listings flying off the shelf, or are they staying on the market for a while, or where how's it go? I
it
know
was.
everything's local, right? You know, one market's different than the other. So
Yeah.
how about now? Where are we at?
Right now, if they're priced right and not overpriced, they're going fast.
Mm,
The problem is we see Bay Area prices. So sometimes people think, oh, my house is, how it goes. My house is worth
yeah,
more.
yeah,
They want to listen to their realtor and take
yeah.
their advice. And, but though it's limited inventory. We definitely have a low inventory.
Okay.
Rates just still kind of trickle up a little bit and people kind of freak out.
Mm,
But both of them, inventory is limited, and those ones that are priced right,
mm.
we are seeing move. Of course, if the stuff in Los Banos that's over 5, we're not seeing move as fast.
Okay.
They're setting docile. We have a lot of new construction as well,
Okay.
and the new builds are helping out with incentives and buy down rates and all of that, which is huge for buyers, especially
Mm,
when they're coming in with little funds. And then with Hollister, same thing. They have a lot of new construction, some great incentives, but with their price point being a little bit higher, it's taking a little bit longer. But they're attracting different type of buyers. Both
mm.
communities attract different types of buyers. So both of them, like I said, have limited inventory. If they're overpriced, they are setting a little bit longer. So it's super smart of the seller to price it right at that value or even just a little bit below because then they might get a little bit more activity and
Smart.
get a little bit over.
Smart thing. Listen to your
Yeah.
realtor, people. Listen to your realtor.
Yes.
They know how to get it done, and that's smart thinking. So
Yeah.
in the communities that are of that size, and we'll bring this home. We'll wrap this up for everybody. I'm already interested in looking in these areas, you know, but like in if communities that size, do you have the wide swing of prices? Like, do you got in Hollister? Do you got $1 million homes and down to 300, or you know what I'm saying? Or are they, do you have kind of
Yes.
a more narrow range of price range out there?
I'm going to say Los Banos is a little more tight, a little more condensed
Okay.
on price point. We do have
Yeah.
some stuff that's in the higher threes, and then you have like, of course, those ones that are dilapidated and need a ton of work.
Yeah.
Hollister's a little bit bigger. It has a bigger range. You do have some $1 million homes in Hollister that are on
Okay.
land, or more, because there's a lot of rural populated areas in those areas as well, with land and stuff.
Yeah.
So Hollister's got a bigger price range. From, I'm going to say you could probably get something for in the 500,000s that needs some work, but you can also get something millions over there, just because of, size factor. And they have Hollister has gated communities. It has a golf course. It has a little bit more of that higher end, where Los Banos is just your standard, I don't want to
Gotcha.
say, just your standard city where it's affordable for all,
Right.
types of
Yeah.
people and what.
That makes
Yeah.
sense. So yeah, that's what I was
Yeah.
kind of feeling when you were talking about it. I was like, okay, I'm getting that feeling like, Los
Yes.
Banos is one way, more of that. Los Banos would be more of that first time home buyer. Let's get in and get our
Yeah.
family started in a nice small community. And, I can still hit the open
Exactly.
Bay Area and I can get to a Costco, by golly. But,
Yes.
there's
Yeah.
that. Then you're moving a little closer to the Bay Area, you get up into the Hollister. Okay, now we're going to expand a little bit. We're going to be that maybe move up peeps, some first timers for sure, depending on the income, but you can get out into the $1 million properties as well. And so the Hollister, you said, has a golf course. Does Los Banos have a golf course?
No, it doesn't.
It doesn't.
No, it does not. We
But you
have
can go
a
to
we
Hollister.
have a cotton fields and tomatoes.
Nice. I mean, that's kind of
Yeah,
neat
it's a little
living.
hot.
I mean, you've been there a long time.
It
It's
is.
neat living, isn't it? It's a different lifestyle, isn't it?
Yeah, it really is. And sometimes you forget, because like I said, I'm from the city, from the Bay Area. And when we're here, sometimes I'm like, like when you're driving and the windows are down, and it's just, it's really quite lovely. I mean, when you're going through these farmlands, and it's just
Yeah.
green, and it's nice. It's quiet. It's definitely, we have canals all around, and yeah, it can be really nice, especially those mornings. It's beautiful here
I
sometimes,
bet.
for sure.
I bet they are.
Yeah.
Nice, quiet,
Yeah.
small community. I love it. I love that kind of stuff. Awesome, awesome. Well, for our listeners, hey, if you're thinking on heading to the Bay Area, or wanting to live somewhere affordable that you can still access the Bay Area and the coast and Yosemite, that kind of a thing, maybe these areas are right for you. It sounds like just a really neat lifestyle to me, that's for sure. Desiree, what's the best way for someone to reach you if they've got more questions about these areas?
Well, of course, direct, they can call me, shoot me a message. They can follow me on my social medias. I'm always posting tips. I post little things when I'm out in the community. So either one of those, are super accessible. My phone is attached to my hip, so I'm always
Of
available,
course,
especially for questions. It's
you're a
part of the
realtor.
game. Yes,
Yes.
yes, I
So,
am.
but for the sake of those who are on the audio only, who aren't seeing us on YouTube, where they can access a link or something like that, what's the phone number, the direct line to give you a buzz?
It's 209-587-2259.
Okay, great. And like, what's the handle on your pick? What are you on Instagram or something like that? What would be the
Yes, I am on Instagram. It's Desiree Soliz Realtor.
Desiree Soliz, which is Desiree,
Yes,
right?
Soliz
Soliz
_, realtor. That's
on
me.
Instagram. Okay, great.
Yeah.
So, yeah, so for those of you that are on Spotify or iTunes or whatever the case may be, you can find Desiree that way. I would definitely just give her a call, 209-587-2259. And
Yes.
go get some affordable housing out there.
Yeah,
Not too
there's some beautiful stuff out here.
Yeah, for sure. And I know the area. Of course, I've lived in California pretty much all my life, and I've been through, these are, and Desiree is right. It's like when you pass through these areas, you can just imagine like the early morning, just like this would be so peaceful and nice out here in the early mornings. Just, it's neat to have some space, to have some land around you, not be so condensed, and be able to get to the city if you want to pretty doggone quick. So
Yes.
Cool stuff. All right. Well, we'll be back again, guys, with Desiree and with more information. She is our Central Valley real estate agent here on the Buy and Sell Real Estate podcast out here in beautiful California. So if y'all are coming this way, or if you're in this area and you need some help, be sure to reach out to Desiree. Desiree can take care of you. She's been doing this a real long time and extremely experienced. And next time we're here, Desiree, we'll talk about something else, maybe how to prepare to sell your home or something like that in these areas. How's that sound?
Sounds like a plan.
All right. Well, we'll get on out of here. Thanks for joining us today, guys, here on the Buy and Sell Real Estate podcast. I'm your host, Frank Garay, here with Desiree Soliz from the Central Valley, Los Banos and Hollister area. Give her a call if you need some help, and give me a call too if you just want to shoot the breeze, 707-695-6313. And we'll go ahead and get on out of here. We'll see you guys next time. Adios.